morning children. Saira. Let's continue with our chapter 14, compound interest. Let's recall what we have studied in the previous session. We have studied what is interest. What is interest? Interest is an additional amount over principal, or the additional amount we get for our deposits, or if it is a loan, we have to pay that additional amount. Now, the two types of interest. First one is simple interest. As the name indicates, simple interest, it is easy to calculate. The formula for simple interest is PNR upon 100. And we know P stands for principal. Principal is the amount which we borrow or the amount which is deposited. N stands for period, that is the number of years. Duration. R is rate of interest, and the rate of interest is calculated at percent per annum. So this is a formula to find simple interest. We have also studied about compound interest, right? So what is that interest? How the compound interest is calculated? When the interest is calculated on the amount formed by principal of first year together with its interest, the total interest payable at the end of the period is termed as compound interest. It means for first year the principal, then the interest of that will become, that is the amount of first year. For the next year it will become principal, again that interest, and it will become the, that is the amount which will become the principal for the next year, that way. So this is the total interest payable. We have also studied about the formula for finding the compound interest. And what is the formula to find the compound interest? It is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100, the whole bracket raised to N. Right? And we also know that A, that is the amount. So here we get the amount first. P is the principal, and N is number of years, that is duration. R, rate of interest. Always keep in mind it is percent per annum, percent per year. And A is the amount, I is the interest. So it is a very important formula, children. You have to by heart it. And once we get the amount, then what we have to do is amount minus principal. That is I is equal to A minus P. So you have to remember this formula. Let's continue with practice set 14.1. And the first question of that, find the amount and the compound interest. And this first question is given in the form of table. First two sums of the table we have done. Today we will be doing the third sum. And here clearly it is mentioned principal, rate, duration. So principal, third sum we are doing. It is 4,000 rupees. Rate is 7.5. It is given in decimal. 7.5% per annum. And duration is 2 years. So we will solve this sum. Solution. Now what we have to do is, children, first we will be writing that information in the form of P, R, N and all. So first we will write principal. Principal, which letter we use for that? P. Principal is rupees 4,000. Rate of interest R, which is given 7.5% per annum. PCPA. Duration, that is period, which is 2 years. A, amount. So first, children, you have to remember the formula. And first we will write formula. A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100. And see where we are putting the bracket raised to N. And after writing the formula, we have to substitute the values. For P, we are having 4,000. Then in bracket 1 plus R. Now R we are having 7.5. So 7.5 upon 100 raised to 2. Substitute the values correctly. Now very important thing is, children, solve, and that is the calculation part, which you have to understand it. Calculation you have to do correctly. So what we are going to do is, first we are removing the bracket. We are solving the bracket part, that is BODMAS rule, following BODMAS rule. So what we will do, 4000, then in right bracket 1 plus, we have removed the decimal. Rate was 7.5%. We have removed it. So what we have done now, that we have written as 75. So that decimal which we have removed, it was having 1 digit. So what we do is, the other this. Now here if it is in numerator, then in denominator, what we do? We write 10. That is 1 decimal. So multiply by 10. So 100 into 10, 1000. So it has become 1000. You have learned how to remove the decimals, right? So it has become 75 upon 1000. And then raised to 2. What we will do now? Solve bracket part. 1000 into 1. We are solving this part. 1 is not having denominator. That all we have learned. So what we will do? 1000 into 1. 1000 plus 75. So it will become 1075 upon 1000. So next step we will get like this. 4000. Then in bracket. 1075. 1075 upon 1000 raised to 2. So it is raised to 2 means square. So next step we will write 4000 into 1075 upon 1000 into 1075 into 1000. Like this we will write. Right? Then what we will do next step is, children, calculation. First, as we do, 0 zeros cut. You know na, that simple thing. First we do this part only. So 0 0 have cut. 3 zeros are there. So 3 zeros have been cut. What is remaining here is 4. And then multiply with 1075 into 1075 upon 1000. So when 3 numbers are there to solve, what we will do is, we will solve these two. 4 into 1075. Children, we can also reduce it by 25 or 5 and all. But wherever possible, denominator first try to keep in the multiples of 10. The calculation becomes easy. Otherwise, you can solve that way also. If you are comfortable with that calculation, you can do. Then what we will do is, we have multiplied 4 with 1075. So you will get 4300. Right? We have got 4300 into this part, 1075 upon 1000. Again the same thing, 2 zeros have been cut. So when we cut the 2 zeros, what is remaining is, that is 1075 upon 10. So this calculation part you have to understand. And what remaining is 43 into 1075 upon 10. Right? Here also you can do it 5, but don't do it, children, because the denominator which we will get is, finally we have to divide. So dividing with the multiples of 10 is easy. Right? So you multiply 43 with 1075. Multiplication is easy. So what you will get, the answer is 46225. 46, that is 46,225 upon 10. Now it becomes easy to put decimal, 1 decimal place. So your answer will become 4622.5. So this is the way you have to learn to do calculation correctly. And this is our amount. So after finding the amount, what we have to do? We have to find interest. What is the formula we have studied? A minus P. A is 4622.5 minus 4000. Subtract it and you will get 6022.5. Very important thing is, decimal below decimal you arrange correctly. Now we have got the answer. Amount is rupees 4622.5 it was. In rupees we write in 2 digit. So we say 50. Same way interest is equal to rupees 622.5. So 50. So this is our answer. Now this is the second sum of practice set 14.1. First one was in the form of table. Now this is a word problem. Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees 12,500 at a rate of 12% per annum for 3 years. If the interest is compounded annually, then how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan? So in the previous sum which was in table, everything was clearly given, P, R and all. Here we have to find. So Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees 12,500. It means this is our principal. This is the loan taken, so this is the principal. And P is 12,500. Rate, it is 12% per annum. So R, that is R. And duration, that is N, number of years is 3. Then they are saying interest is compounded annually. Compounded annually means we have to follow the formula of compound interest. It is compound interest. And then how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan? Means here they are asking us amount. That is, when we repay, we have to repay principal along with the additional amount, that is interest. So that is principal plus interest is amount. So here we have to find amount. So let's solve. Solution. First one, that is P is equal to, that is principal. You can write directly P, but we follow so that it becomes easy for us to understand. Principal P is rupees 12,500. Rate of interest R is 12% per annum. Duration N, that is 3 years. And what we have to find is amount. So first thing, very important, write formula correctly. So formula is A is equal to P, then you write in bracket 1 plus R upon 100, the whole bracket raised to N. After writing the formula correctly, substitute the values. A, which we have to find, principal is 12,500. Then in bracket 1 plus 12 upon 100, rate of interest is 12. 12 upon 100, full bracket raised to 3, duration is 3 years. Now we will be solving BODMAS rule bracket part, right? Now what we are going to do, solve this part. So we have learned how to solve this. 100 into 1, always remember like this, 100 into 100 plus 12. So 112 upon 100. So bracket part will be like that. So that is amount is equal to 12,500. Then in bracket we will be writing 1012, 112 upon 100 raised to 3, that is cube of that. And we have seen how we have got the amount 1012, right? So next step is 12,500 into 3 times we have to write as cube is given. So 112 upon 100, 112 upon 100, 112 upon 100. And then calculation. So you have to be very careful for calculation. First thing, as usual, we go for 0, 0 cut. So your 0, 0 is cut in the denominator, right? So after cutting that 0, 0, that is part, what is remaining is, as we know, here also 2 zeros are there, also 2 zeros are there, right? So what is remaining is 125. Then here we are getting is 112. And then as usual this 112 upon 100 into 112 upon 100. Right? Now we will divide it. Now 125 multiple of 5 and 100 also multiple of 5. And since these numbers are also divisible by 25, we can directly go for that. So follow those tables which you know thoroughly, which will be doing the calculation correctly. So you can go with 5 also, but wherever possible, avoid the small numbers also. So we are dividing with 25. 25 5s are 25. So here you will take 25 4s are. Right? And I am showing each step of the calculation, so it becomes easy for you how we have got this amount. Now what the amount which we are getting is 5 into 112 into 112 upon 4 into 112 upon 100. Right? And then the next step. Now we know that 5 divisible and 100 is divisible by 5. So you know how we have got 5 ones are 5, 20s are, right? And also we know that 412 can be divisible by 4. So 4 ones are 4. Then you will be 4 twos are 8. Then you get the 11 minus 8, 3, 32. So this all division you know, children. What we are getting is now 28, right? Further we can divide it by 2. So why we are dividing it by 2, children? So that in denominator the number which we will be getting will be multiple of 10. Otherwise if you will go with 4, then with the denominator will get 5. So dividing with 5 will take time and we avoid that. So we will divide now with 2. 2 14s are and here 2 10s are, right? So here we have got is 10. This is 10. So what is remaining? We are getting now 14 into 112 into 112 upon 10. So this is the way we have got 14 into 112, 112 into 112 upon 10. And then what we will do? We will leave 10 as it is. That is the multiples of 10, 100, leave as it is. So now we have to multiply. First multiply 14 with 112. We will get 1568, right? And then again 1568 you will multiply with 112. So the number which you are getting is 175616 upon 10. Now when it is upon 10, you know that we have to just put one decimal place, right? So it will become 17,561.6. This is the amount. And here they have asked us how much amount he has to pay. That is how much he has to pay to clear his dues. So here no need to find interest. Only we have to stop here till amount. But as it is a word problem, we have to answer in statement. So this is the answer. Sammi Rao has to pay rupees 17,561.60 to clear his loan. Because always remember in rupees and all we write 2 digits. It was given 6, so 0.60. So this is the answer. So children, we will stop here now. What you have to do is complete your books, do the sums which we have done 2 times and practice, and formula also write 5 times by hearted. And we will continue the chapter in the next session. So thank you children. Sai Ram.